Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to another video on my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shamika Faith, also known as Face by Faith. In today's video, I will be discussing the dangers of going back and the importance of not dwelling on your past. I feel like this is not an original experience. We've all been there where we've continuously repeated cycles or went back to things that God has delivered us from. I'm going to be using Bible scriptures, of course, to help clarify and gain more understanding on the importance of not going back and why it's not needed. So let's get right into it. Going back to your past and dwelling on the past can only lead towards destruction. Number one, thinking about the past and harboring over all the things that went wrong or what you could have done, what you should have done, what you could have said is only putting yourself through like mental torment. It's only building up anxiety, and you tend to carry that energy onto a new day when it's like it's a new day, right? God tells us to focus on the day itself because each day has its own worries. So that's number one. Number two, I feel like going back to your past, that's something that's not an original experience. I think that we've all been there, done that, and hopefully you have learned from that. If you're somebody like me, I used to give a lot of chances to people who did not deserve it, which meant I used to go back. I used to befriend them again. I used to be in a relationship with them again. I used to, even in my dating courting phase, it's like I'm dating you, I don't like something, I cut you off for a week, but then I'm back texting you the next week. It's like, no, don't go back. This can apply to jobs as well. They can promise you promotions, they can promise you certain vacation time, they can promise you more money at a certain time frame, and when it comes, they don't hold up their end of the deal. So it's like we are being drained at these places of employment because we're doing our part, but we're not being compensated. So it becomes like a lack of trust in that type of relationship. And it can also be applied to going back to cities and neighborhoods that you were no longer supposed to be in or live in. But you're going back because it's a comfort zone. You don't want to move to a different neighborhood. You don't want to move to a different state because you're comfortable here when God is actually trying to pull you out of this area because you have more abundance at that place that you're afraid of going, right? So going back can apply to so many things, but the main point here is that when God gives us instructions to move forward, we must obey. Because when we don't and we keep looking back and going back, it can lead towards our destruction. I wrote in my notes, so that's where I'll be reading from today. I wrote, dwelling on the past can keep you stuck and cripples your growth because you're mentally reliving and replaying the things that has happened. You are staying stagnant. You are stuck in that emotion and that energy, and you sort of become obsessed with what you could have done, what you should have done, what you should have said, how somebody treated you. You're just stuck in that whole past, and it happened months ago. It happened years ago. Do something different now. Do something that matters. Do something that can change your reality. Lean on God today to help you not make those mistakes. Isaiah 43:18 to 19 says, but forget all that. It is nothing compared to what I am going to do. For I am about to do something new. See, I have already begun. Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland. What he's done in the past is not compared to what he's about to do. It does not even compare. We can be praying for things, but he's going to answer our prayers times 10. The things that God is going to bless us with, we don't even have an imagination for it to speak it. Some of us do, but others, we're just praying to get by. Pray big, pray bold, think big, think and believe that you deserve these things. You have to have faith that God is with you through your prayer life, through this journey called life. He's going to be doing things on a different scale for you. You're just not there yet. So when he says, but forget all that, it's nothing compared to what I'm going to do. I believe that. I don't know about you. Those words are important. I believe it. And I come into agreement with it because I know that this is not as good as life gets. I know he has so much more for me. And that's the way that you need to think as well, because the enemy wants to trick you out of believing that God is going to come through for you. It's just lies. He just plants lies. He's a liar. Genesis 19:26. But Lot's wife looked back as she was following behind him and turned into a pillar of salt. Now, if you're not familiar with Lot's wife, basically, God seen that Lot was a righteous man. He sent his angels to give Lot the message to leave this city. It's going to burn down, it's going to destruct because of the wickedness that's happening. God was tired and sick of this city. So he burned it down, right? Everyone died but Lot's family. So it was Lot, his wife, and his daughters. The instructions were to get out of the city, run, and do not look back. And the moment she did, she seen what was happening to the city and she turned into a pillar of salt. So Lot's wife died. She literally died the moment she looked back. She did not follow and obey the instructions from the Lord. God didn't want them to see and witness what was happening to the city. But because she was nosy, because she was curious, because she just had to see. No, we don't have to see what's back there. We already seen it once. They knew that the city was full of wickedness, which is why it was being destroyed. Just like you and I, we knew that this person wasn't good for us based off their actions. We knew that this city wasn't good for us. We knew that this job wasn't good for us. So why look back? Why stay? Why give it more time and energy? It's going to do nothing but harm us, really, at the end of the day. So I take Lot's wife and I take her story to heart because it's so real. I think it's important for us to discern God's voice, take heed to his directions, and don't look back because there's literally nothing there for us in the past. We already lived it, we already know what it's going to come out to. So why keep going back? The next verse I'm going to read is Philippians 3:13. Now, this is Paul talking to the Apostle Paul, talking to the church in Philippi, and he's telling them how important it is to live like Christ, be like Christ, be righteous as him, and suffer as him as well. He's talking about the things that he wants to do. So it says, no, dear brothers and sisters, I have not achieved it, but I focus on this one thing, forgetting the past and looking forward to what lies ahead. For Apostle Paul, who was very intelligent, to say, forget the past and that he was focusing on what lies ahead, that means we too should do that. Again, being stuck in the past only torments us and it does us no good. Proverbs 26:11 says, as a dog returns to its vomit, so fools repeat his foolishness. I love the fact that Proverbs calls you a fool any moment that you are reading. And it pierces you. It's like, oh, because you remember all the foolish things that you did. But it says, as a dog returns to its vomit, a fool repeats its foolishness. Why would you want to be a fool to repeat cycles that you know is not good? It just doesn't even make sense. So the moment you catch yourself doing something that you already know the outcome of, ask yourself, do I want to be a fool right now? And it's not even about looking like a fool to people, but it's about God. It's also about yourself. Respect yourself enough to not be a fool and repeat foolish cycles that does not serve you. And I'm starting to think about it in this way that helps me a lot. I don't want to offend God. I don't want to be disrespectful to him because I'm praying to him, asking him to give me clarity to help me make better decisions. And when he gives me clarity, when he tells me that I need to move in a certain direction, I disrespectfully go back towards the things that he's trying to deliver me from. You see what I'm saying? So, not only do I not want to be foolish to myself, but I don't want to disrespect God. So, I really hope that this can help you whenever you're praying to Him, asking Him for direction. When He gives it to you, obey Him because it's in your best interest. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely share to someone who you feel like can gain from this video. Until next time, bye.